All right, let's take a little look-see at the crypto market. It was just $266 billion like 2 days ago, if that. It's now 330, looking good. Matter of fact, I haven't refreshed this in a little bit. Where is it at right now? 325. So I've been seeing Bitcoin playing with $8,100 today. Ethereum 516, whatever. Ripple, coin that I hate. You know why I hate it? Bankster nonsense. Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, EOS. Again, Litecoin looking great. 130 bucks. It was just 111, 112, 113. Fantastic. EOS also jumped nicely over the last couple of days. I mean, all these. This looks like we're looking at what we saw yesterday, like part two kind of a thing, you know. EOS was actually above Litecoin on the list here, or maybe I should say lower. It was number 5 and Litecoin was 6, but you can see how close they are. 7.3 billion market cap, 7.1. Like, this is close right now. However, EOS, there's 790 million EOS tokens at $9, and there's 56 million Litecoin tokens at 130, of course. So big difference in the number of tokens, but these are two coins that I have. You know, I like EOS. You know, I'm all in, you know, freaking all in on Litecoin. Stellar, still waiting for that thing to do real good. But here's the thing, you know, if you cost averaged during these last few months on the way down and got these little dips and stuff, and you bought the dips, cost average down, you don't have to wait for the price to go back up to where you were waiting for back in January or December, whatever. It doesn't have to hit those levels because you cost average down. So now when you're like, oh, I bought a bunch of Litecoin at 300 bucks. Did you buy any Litecoin at 120 or whatever? Well, yes, I did. How many? This number. How many did you have before at 300? This number. All right, well, we can do simple math. Oh, you only need Litecoin to go back to $200. You only need Litecoin back to $200 because you bought the dips, you cost average down. You don't have to wait for 300. Now you're profitable at 200, right? Or maybe you're break even, whatever. Anything over that's profit, which means when you get back to 300, boy, are you happy. 200 to 300, it's a nice chunk of change. So that's again, that's the name of the game if you can pull it off. If you're one of those people that just had some money right off the bat, dumped into cryptos, now you're just sitting back, it's okay. You're just going to miss out on all this action, and that might be a good thing, it might be a bad thing. Good thing is, oh wow, I didn't have to deal with it blasting off again. And getting too late because I'm already in way back here. So when it blasts off, I ride that. However, when it dips, maybe even goes below what you've got into it. Oh no, it's scary. Then what? You're hodling. You do have to deal with that, but it's only loss if you sell. So what do? You should try to get some more. But if you don't, again, if this example you just bought from 2017 a while back and just sat the whole time, you saw your portfolio go way up December, January, and then partially through January, back down and stay down. But then this stuff happens like we're seeing here today, and then maybe in a month from now, this little, you know, what I'll say is this little 325 billion market cap might be 500. Hell, it could be 600 billion. I don't know. What if it's 2 months from now? Does it really matter? Because when you get to go back and look at it, and you say to yourself, wow, it was 1 month ago, that one time I was just really expecting it to go a lot higher in that month, and it didn't, so I sold some of my stuff. But then the next month it kicked in, and I was like, damn. Which is why I am a hodler, mostly. I do have between 10 and 20% sometimes that I play with. And honestly, 20% is more unlikely than likely. I'm usually down 10, 15% playing with that. And I try to take that, flip into other stuff to ride those up, take the profit, you know, do some, keep that nest egg going and growing. But sometimes if you've done all your moves, oh wow, now there's an even bigger dip. Well, you got to make a decision. Do I want to pull cash out? Do I want to one of these coins that wasn't hit as hard? Do I want to sell some of those to put over here in my nest egg because there's some coins over here that are looking great? I want to get some more. I'm going to cost average down. I mean, you got all these decisions you can make. There's so many ways to play this. But the good thing is, it seems to end good no matter what. So, anyways, I mean, let's look again at some of the biggest movers right now. This Bitcoin private, this thing's been moving pretty substantial over the last day. I did not get into the Bitcoin private thing. I wasn't going to mess with that. I'm still not going to mess with it. I see $1.6 million in 24-hour volume. That is just not enough for me to honestly want to mess with. That could be a pump and dump, honestly. But something like this, Golem, that's up 75%. And there's $115 million in volume for the day, for a 24-hour period. I might look into that, right? But I'm not that I am right now. This moment in time, just as an FYI, I'm not into anything. I haven't changed anything. The same coins I've had, like I haven't really done anything. Except I'll be honest, I did have to scrape a little bit of profit. And I did this over the last, literally yesterday, on just a few coins, and set it into ETH so that I can make my tax payment to the IRS. And Snippy owes a little bit to the IRS, more than I've ever owed in my entire life. But scraping a little profit off, so to speak, to send that payment was easy and painless. Uncle Sam is going to get his from JSnip4. Uncle Sam, checks in the mail. Although we're actually going to probably do it online. There's a thing called IRS Direct Pay. Attach a bank account. Do like kind of a, wire, if you will, electronically over their site or whatever. Rather than do the check and mail and this form and pay it, done. Uncle Sam, let me just say this. Joe, what's the worst amount of taxes you've ever owed in your life? And by that, I also include them taking it out of my paychecks, just ultimately what you paid into the IRS in 1 year. What was the worst that it's ever been? Okay, got it. How does that compare to 2017, what you just did and filed? Light years different. Light years away. Two different solar systems. Not that it was this enormous amount, but it was kind of scary to look at first. And I will tell you, it was definitely in the 5-digit thousands, 5-digit number for sure. But it wasn't low, like, 12K or 10K. It was a bit higher than that. I will tell you that. And one of the things I was doing yesterday, I'm like, okay, so I've got ETH at this price yesterday, because I had already converted the stuff into the ETH, right? And I've actually had this ETH for a while and did some moves back when ETH was like $400, $406. And I'm like, all right, I'm kind of gearing up for this IRS thing. I kind of have an idea where it might be, so I'm making some moves. And then I'm like, all right, because even though there's some of these altcoins that popped, so did ETH, right? ETH went up real well too. So I'm like, all right, I'll kind of have my ETH ready so that when the day comes that I gotta, and I felt like I'll probably wait to the last minute, to send it over to Gemini, sell the ETH, cash to my bank account to the IRS. And I'm like, okay, tax day is Monday, Tuesday. Got to mail it in and got to get that payment done. So I'm sitting here yesterday, nice blast off, and I'm like, ooh, it's a good thing I waited to the last minute. So I was like, but wait a minute. Am I going to get... It was late in the afternoon yesterday when I actually sent my ETH over to Gemini. I didn't sell it yet, but I just sent it over there. I'm like, okay, we have another good day on Friday. Maybe in the morning. I could wait. And this ETH equals more money. It could be the difference between a few $1,000s. And then I'll have a little extra left over, which I'll just leave in the bank account, honestly, and send the IRS the payment. But we just had a pretty epic rally today, which was Thursday. And what if there's a bit of a sell-off, profit taking tomorrow, and the price goes down from where it's at right now? Then I may have to dip into the bank account to pay the additional fee that's owed to the IRS. Long story short, it was there. Nice rally. I took the profit. Put it in the bank account, and it freaking wired over the same night. I did this late in the afternoon, and it came in. Only to wake up tomorrow, which is today, and see if I would have waited, I could have earned another $3,500 or so. Free of charge. But it's too late, already sold off. That is the game. You either play the game or you don't. It's all good. Take care.